doing. If you can hear me, drop a comment, let me know. Otherwise, like I said, we'll just wait a couple minutes and then we'll get it going. So I'm filming on my iPad here. I've got my screen behind me. I've also got my phone, so I should be able to see comments as they come through. So we'll get everything set up and then we'll get it going. Okay, hi guys, can you hear me? I'm not sure if I can actually see the comments on my phone, so just kind of check in. So today we're doing the OTF at home workout. It's Tuesday, it should be on YouTube, so you can follow along there. I have it on my screen behind me. It is going to be kind of hard for you guys to see, but we'll get started in just a couple minutes here. So it is an ESP diet today. You get a little mix of everything. You've got a warm-up block, 2 strength blocks, a cardio block, and then a flexibility block at the end. If possible, if you have 2 sets of dumbbells, that would be great. You need 1 set that's a little bit lighter, so more for like triceps, shoulders, and then 1 heavier set of dumbbells. We're gonna be working a low row today. Looks like, okay, I see some people here joining. Oh, hi mom. You guys can hear me. So if you don't have dumbbells, that's totally okay. Some options, some household items you can use. We've suggested water bottles, soup cans, water gallons. If you have, I was just upstairs in my kitchen, if you have an olive oil bottle, that's a good size. Just make sure you don't drop it. But anything you can use, that'll be great. You can also just work body weight on all these movements. So I'll demo all the exercises, I'll provide options just like we do in class. If you need something else, just write a comment below and hopefully I'll be able to see it. But we'll go ahead and get started with our warm-up. So I'll demonstrate the exercises. They're a little bit different than what we normally do in class, and then I'll give you guys about 3 minutes for your warm-up. I'm gonna be doing this workout with you. So this is my first Instagram live video. It's also my first time working out with you and instructing. So bear with me a little bit, just let me know if you need something. But let's go ahead and get started. Start your heart monitors if you have those on, and we'll do it. So your first exercise is a side-to-side toe tap. You're starting with feet together. It's a slight bend in the knees, step 1 foot out to the side, opposite foot taps. You're working 20 total reps here, 10 on each side. Then you've got a squat with an overhead reach. So feet are hip width apart, and then you're taking it to a squat. Biceps meet the ears, come back to your stand. 10 reps there. Then you've got a hip rotation. So start with feet about hip width apart, bring 1 knee up towards the ceiling, rotate it away from your body, and then to the ground. Option on that one, you can reduce your range of motion, 10 reps on one side, 10 reps on the other. Then it's a static alternating lateral lunge. So feet a little wider and hip width apart here. Shift your weight over to one side, send the hips back, weight heavy in the heels. Drive through the outside foot, go to the opposite side. 10 total there, 5 on each. Last one is a jumping jack. Feet start together, arms up overhead, hop the feet out, hop the feet back in. Option, you can always walk it in and out if you need to. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'll play it on my screen here, that'll time us. We got 3 minutes. Let's get to work. Start with your side-to-side toe tap. 20 total reps there. And I'm going to check in here, see if we got some comments. All right. So once you get through 20 total reps on your side-to-side toe tap, we're going into your squat to overhead reach. So remember, bring those arms up overhead. Try to keep one straight line, fingertips all the way to your shoulders. So it's 10 reps on those. After that, it's your hip rotation. So you're in your forward-facing position, knee towards the ceiling, rotate out. Back to your stand. 10 reps on each side here. That one's a good balance challenge too. Then after that, you've got your static alternating lateral lunge. So you may want to come off your mat for this one if you're on a mat. Remember, feet a little wider than hip width apart. Shift over to one side. You're keeping your feet in the same place the entire time. 10 total reps, 5 on each side. And then we've got jumping jacks. 10 reps here. And then it's back to the beginning. So we're back to your side-to-side toe tap. So we got a little less than a minute on our warm-up here. Then we'll get into your first block. Once you finish that, back into the squat to overhead reach. Woo. And it looks like we're done with warm-up. So we'll move on to our first block. I'm going to fast forward through the video a little bit so the screen shows all the exercise at the same time. All right, so you get total body ESP. It's 8 minutes long. If you have your dumbbells as first exercise, great opportunity to use them. You can also just go body weight. That's totally fine. So we're working functional training here, combination of strength, balance, and stability. Single leg deadlift. You're starting with 8 reps on each side. One foot's planted on the ground. If you have your dumbbells, hold those facing the front of your body. Roll your shoulders back and down. Keep that slight pinch of the shoulder blades. And then bring the weights or your hands close to the ground. Keep your back flat. Then drive through the heel. Engage the glutes, the hamstrings. Come back to your standing position. It's 8 reps on each side. Once you finish that, you've got a jump lunge. So for this one, if you're on a mat, a towel, definitely come off that onto a more stable surface. One foot in front of the other. Go straight down into your lunge. Jump up, switch sides. Option on this one, you can always take it to an alternating reverse lunge if you need to. 8 total there, 4 reps on each side. It's 2 rounds on those 2 movements. So 2 rounds on your single leg deadlift, your jump lunge. Then you're gonna move on to your plank palms to elbows, your running man for 2 rounds. So this one's gonna be a little harder for you to see because of the angle of my iPad. So just kind of bear with me here. Palms to elbows, start in your high plank position. Replace one hand with a forearm, repeat on the opposite side. Then replace the forearm with your hand, come back to your high plank. Option on this one, always drop it to your knees. It's 8 total reps. Every time you push it up, that's 1 rep, so it's 4 push-ups on each side. Last one, bodyweight running man, high plank position, wrist directly underneath your shoulders, one knee in towards the chest, alternate sides. You're running it out there. 40 total reps there, 20 on each side. 2 rounds on those 2. Once you finish 2 rounds, it's your jump lunge, your running man till the end of the block. So you get a little bit of cardio on this one too. We'll get it going. You got 8 minutes. If you have questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, let's do it. 8 minutes on the clock, guys. So I'm going to grab my dumbbells for this one, but like I said, feel free, just go body weight if you need to. Once you finish 8 reps on one side, switch to the other. Great balance work on this exercise. A lot of you will probably find one side's a little easier than the other. That's totally okay, totally normal. If you're really struggling with the balance on this one, you can always go ahead and put 2 feet on the ground. Take it to a regular deadlift. Once you finish up 8 reps on both sides, then you got your alternating jump lunge. So it's 8 total, 4 on each side for this one. One foot in front of the other. Jump up, rotate. Just make sure you keep checking down your posture. You should be standing up nice and tall, eyes looking forward always. And then we're back to the beginning. Back to your single leg deadlift one more time on this block. Now, if you're using dumbbells and you don't have access to a heavier dumbbell, just work the tempo. Slow it down a little bit. That's going to make it feel a little more challenging. But always think about engaging your hamstrings, your glutes as you come back to your standing position. Eyes are on the floor. Everything should be nice and straight here. Once you finish 2 rounds in, you're moving on to your second group of exercises. Remember, it's plank palms to elbow, running man. So your option on that plank palms to elbow, you can always drop it to your knee. Running man, you can always walk the feet in and out. Let's see, do we have any questions here or anything? Looks like you guys are doing great so far. So just keep up the good work. About halfway through block number 1 here. And remember, it's 4 push-ups on one side, 4 push-ups on the other. Once you finish that, 40 reps total on your running man. And then you're back to palms to elbow, 1 more round. So remember, if you get through 2 rounds on these, you're working your jump lunge, your running man, till the end of the block. Okay, so it looks like we got a couple minutes left. I'm on to my jump lunge, my running man. You guys take your time, go at your own pace. Always remember your options too. That jump lunge, you can always take to an alternating reverse lunge. And make sure you're on a stable surface for that one. All right, just do a few more seconds. Keep it up. Get at least a few more reps in. Then we get to move on to something else. All right, you guys keep working. Got about 10 more seconds. All right, up next is your cardio block. So you got 5 minutes. You've got some choice with this block. If you guys have a treadmill, if you have a piece of cardio equipment, feel free to use that for 5 minutes. If you have stairs, you want to run up and down the stairs for 5 minutes, go for it. I'm going to be going through 5 different exercises, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, so you get a little bit of rest time in this block. I'll show you 5 different ones just so you have some variety, and I'll demonstrate them during the rest portion. So for the first one, we've got a broad jump with shuffle. You're going to start with feet a little wider than hip width apart. You're bending at the knees, jumping forward, and then jogging it back. As many reps as you can get through for 30 seconds. I'm going to time you guys. All right, let's get it going. 30 seconds, broad jump shuffle in 3, 2, 1. Start it up, 30 seconds on the clock. So you get 30 seconds of rest. Think of this like an all-out effort with a walking recovery. We're working as hard as we can for 30 seconds. Got about 10 more. And recover in 3, 2, 1. You got 30 seconds. All right, round 1 done. Round 2, we're gonna take it to a jump squat. Feet hip width apart. You're squatting, jumping. Option always take it to a calf raise. We'll see how many we can get through. Got about 15 seconds. How are you doing so far? You guys look good. I know you're working hard. All right, your jump squat, start it up. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. So make sure on this one you're keeping your knees behind your toes, weighting the heels. And remember your options. Got about 15 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. All right, up next, reverse lunge to hop. So feet together, step 1 foot back, drive that back knee up towards the ceiling. 15 seconds on each side. Got about 20 seconds left in your recovery. Aaron says, ow. You're doing good, Aaron, keep it up. All right, reverse lunge to hop. 15 seconds on one side, start it up in 3, 2, 1. Back knee drives up toward the ceiling. Option always remove that hop if you need to, just drive the knee up. And go ahead and switch. And 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys are 2.5 minutes in. Halfway through our cardio block. Up next, it's high knees, high knees. So bring your hands out in front of your body. Knee goes toward your hand. Alternate sides. You can run it out here. Option always walk it out. We got 15 seconds. Whew. I know I'm working hard. I'm out of breath. I'm sweating. All right, high knees, start it up in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds on. So get those knees up. Remember, this is like an all-out effort. You can do it. Final 15. 2, 1. Oh, nice job. All right, last one, seal jacks. Feet together. You're hopping the feet out. Arms are also extended out in front of your chest. Hop the feet out, arms come out wide. Everything back to the middle. Option, you can always walk it out. You got 15 seconds. I always joke in class, you get brownie points if you make like a seal barking noise. And now I can't hear you, so now would be the time. All right, start it up. 30 seconds on. 3, 2, 1. Start it up with your seal jacks. This is our last one. Final 30 seconds of cardio. Last 10 seconds. Pick up your speed just a little bit. And recover. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. So we get a little bit of recovery time here. Moving on to your next block. Okay, your next block's a little bit of a surprise. It's a row block. So no, we don't have water rowers, but we're mimicking the rowing form with 4 different movements. Gonna be emphasizing the same things we work on the rower. Leg drive, arm strength, core strength. Your first one's a good morning to tricep kickback. So if you were able, at the beginning I mentioned grabbing 2 sets of dumbbells. If you were able to do that, go with your lighter set of dumbbells for this movement. You're starting with feet hip width apart. Arms are bent at a 90-degree angle. Slide bend to the shoulder blades. Hinge forward, push the hips back, and then extend the arms. You should feel that squeeze in the triceps. Arms back to 90 degrees, push through the heels. Come all the way back up to your stand. Your options on this one, you can just take it to a tricep kickback if you need to, or use a lighter weight if you have it. You can also just work body weight. 8 reps there, then it's a hip hinge low row. So for this one, if you were able to, grab your heavier set of dumbbells, feet hip width apart, hinge at the hips, palms face each other, back is flat, weights come up to chest height, elbows toward the ceiling. Upper arm should skim the side of your rib cage on this one. Option to use a lighter weight here. 8 reps, then it's a sumo squat to upright row. So for this one, toes turn slightly out, palms start facing each other. Slide pinch to the shoulder blades again, take it to a squat, weight heavy in the heels. As you stand, rotate the palms to face in front of your body, lead with the elbows, bring weights up under your chin. Option on this one for shoulder issues, you can always remove that upright row. You can also use a lighter weight if you have it, or just work the sumo squat. 8 reps, last one, crunch with scissor. So you know the rower's all about legs, core, arms, 20% of its core. We're working the core here. So it's a static crunch. You guys, hopefully you can still see me on this one. Lift your shoulder blades off the ground. Hands are behind the ears. It's just a light grip. One foot goes toward the ceiling, opposite foot goes toward the ground. Your lower back is anchored to the floor on this one. If you're having a hard time, if you feel space under your lower back, bend the knees, press your belly button to spine, press your lower back into the ground. All right, you got 8 minutes. We're working through these exercises. Envision yourself on the water rower here. Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1. 8 minutes on the clock. Good morning to tricep kickback to kick it off. 8 reps, so it's 8 reps on everything. Oh, we get an ad, that's wonderful. So remember on these, as you hinge forward, focus on pushing your hips back. You should feel that stretch in the hamstring, just like what we were doing with your single leg deadlift on block number 1. Once you finish up 8 reps on that, it's your hip hinge low row. So remember, if you guys need options, please don't hesitate to ask. Just leave a comment below. Now, similarly to the single leg deadlift here, if you're using light weights on this, you don't feel a challenge on the low row, focus on your tempo. Think about the muscles you're working. It's your upper back, your rhomboids, your biceps in this pull motion. Hold the weights up, squeeze, slow 3 count down. Focus on your tempo. It's going to make it a little more challenging. Remember, eyes on the ground for this one. We're not looking up in front of us. Everything is flat. After that, sumo squats to upright row. And then last one, your crunch, your static crunch to scissor. So remember, at 16 total reps on this one. So 8 on each side, and you're pressing the lower back into the floor. That's the last exercise of the block. We'll go back to beginning. Looks like you guys are about 2 minutes in, got about 6 to go. Do you feel like we're on the rower? After your good morning tricep kickback, you're back into your hip hinge low row. Focusing on the tempo here, especially if we have lighter weights. And then your sumo squats upright row. So remember on this one, we are working the shoulders in your upright row, but you're not shrugging the shoulders up, right? We're keeping our shoulders down away from the ears. Lead with the elbows, just bring the weights to about chest height. And I distracted myself and lost count, so I got one more, I think. And then we're back, static scissor to crunch. Static crunch to scissor. Looks like we got time to get about one more round in. So check in with yourselves, whatever move you're on, check in on your posture. Make sure we always have shoulders rolled back and down, slight pinch of the shoulder blades. We're getting down to the end here, guys, so if you're on a weighted movement, if you have access to a heavier dumbbell, just pick it up. I know you can do it. Couple minutes left, then we'll stretch. It's like just a few more seconds here. All right, congratulations, guys. We made it to flexibility, so I'm gonna fast forward through this part. Just get to where they show all the exercises. I'll stretch out with you guys, and then that'll be it. So we got about 3 minutes on flexibility. Start with our standing overhead side reach. Big deep breath in. Arms come up and over the head. Lean to one side. Okay, how do you guys feel? Got anyone? Hand switch. That was a tough one. I've done a few of these at home workouts. All right, looks like we got praise hands from Erica. Nice job. And then standing toe reach. So stand up nice and tall, flat back, hinge forward, reach for your toes, push the hips back, make sure you're not rounding at the shoulders. Oh, everybody feels good. It's awesome. I wish I could see you guys. I think I was more nervous for this like virtual class than if there's 39 of you staring at me. So we got through it together. But hold your toe touch for a little bit. And then once we're done with that, walk your hands out in front of your feet. We're taking it to a down dog. So hips are high. And then we'll walk the feet out just a little bit. Stretch out your calves, especially with all that jumping in the cardio block, which I inflicted that upon you, so I'm sorry for that. But this should feel good after all that. And then just hold your down dog for a little bit. Then step one foot in front of the other, your back knee drops to the ground. Whatever foot's in front, reach that hand on the inside of your front foot. Your opposite arm reaches up toward the ceiling. And you guys just hold on to that for a couple more seconds. All right, looks like we all crushed it here. Nice job, guys. And we'll switch sides. All right, and that's it. I won't make you guys do another workout. We'll just pause on that. Okay, so great job today, everybody. I know we're not all together, but give yourselves a hand. Give all your virtual classmates Air 5s. I miss you all. I know these past couple of weeks have been strange, challenging to say the least, but keep checking in with us. We miss seeing you all in the studio every single day. I know it's been really hard for us too, so we want to know how you're doing. Please do not hesitate to reach out at any time. Just let us know how it's going, how we can support you. If you need workout advice, please don't hesitate to ask. So it's been great. Let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be back here Sunday at noon. And I know someone else will be here tomorrow. So enjoy. See you guys later.